Good evening, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are on Monday evening. This is December 8th, 2025, about 6:12 p.m. Central Time. So an interesting day. Metals were basically lower during the day. They're trying to come back a little bit tonight, but not going anywhere big so far. We're looking at the stock market, which had a down day, getting a little bit of a bounce early, but you're starting to see some cracks in that as well. The dollar index was up a fraction today, but remember, trying to make something out of nothing right in front of a Fed meeting on Wednesday and whatever the reaction to it's going to be is never easy. I admit I have moved earlier than I normally do into the March currencies for you to watch. The volume is still in the D's, but in another week or so, it won't be there. That this is where you're going to want to be. As we take a look at what's going on in the soft commodities, they were down and energies got hit today. Now, let's take a look, if we could, at the news for tomorrow. What you're going to get is the National Federation of Independent Business. They're going to come out with their Business Optimism Index at 5 in the morning Central Time. Red Book sales, they're going to come out, and they were strong as can be last week. They'll come out at 7:55. Then we haven't had a Jolts report. Now we're going to get one for October, and that's going to come out at 9 o'clock. The market will pay a lot of attention to that. 3:30 in the afternoon, we're going to get the API numbers coming out for what the American Petroleum Institute thinks oil stocks look like. And we'll get the Federal Reserve starting their two-day FOMC meeting, culminating on Wednesday at 1:30 when we get the announcement, actually at 1 o'clock when we get the announcement, when we're going to get the dot plot, and then at 1:30 the Fed chair will take the stage and we'll find out what he has to say. So let's take a look at some of the chart action and see what we have in gold. Number one, the market continues to come up. It's down slightly. It's down 0.61% for the beginning of the week. Okay, not much of a break there. But what is happening is the market is starting to give up some romance here. The last break low was 4203.30, and you can see we're knocking on the door of trying to come there again. We'll see if the market can do anything with this type of rally one way or the other, but it's turning out to be, to me, I'd like to see the market go to the 18-day average of closes, try to hold it and build a story from there. And I do want to find a way to get you long if you get my subscriber services into the end of the year. It's not here yet that I can see. Same thing in Bollinger Bands. You got up there once, then you couldn't make it again, and you're backing off right now. As you can see here, the same type of pattern, and you're staying overbought. Okay. The market that is stronger is the silver, and you can see how the gold-silver ratio just continues to move in silver's favor. And if you look at the silver market, what you've got is an embedded reading. So for those of you that don't understand what embedded is, just go to our website, iraepstein.com, under the word courses, and look at the enhanced Bollinger Band. It's there for you to look at. In the copper market, you've got higher lows, higher highs. You have, again, here, you're trying to get your embedded reading. So let's take a look. Do we have it? Day one, not here. Day one, let me start again here. Day one, two, tomorrow will determine if you get that. When you get an embedded reading, until the red line closes back under 79, it is a powerful signal that generally means you're going to see professional buying on breaks and bailing if the market closes under that 79 figure. Does it always work? Nothing always works, but it's what I believe in a major fashion. In the platinum market, you've reinstated the bull trend, higher lows, higher highs, but you're overbought. Any reading over 70, the way that I do slow stochastics, and mine will look different than yours. I changed the formula, did it many years ago when I met George Linn and showed him what I had discovered, and we talked about it at length over the years. He used to be on a show of mine, Stocks, Options, and Futures, many, many years ago. And in fact, I had everybody. I had every, I think, famous person that you can imagine on it. My wife's always amazed at all the books that I have that everybody endorsed to me as I was interviewing them, but I learned a lot. In the dollar index, the market is trying to make a comeback. It's trying to hold, as you can see, the key moving average. This is a 200-day moving average that the market is trying to hold right through here, right there. Do you see that? That is the one that it's trying to work with at this point in time. So between that and the Bollinger Band, you're getting a little bit of a rally. But wouldn't you think that you would break if the Fed's going to cut interest rates? So it's very fascinating to watch how the market is out of sync with itself. And that does happen from time to time. Now, remember, if you want more information, just go to our website. You just move your cursor up here at iraepstein.com. You can move it over here and they'll take you right there if you're watching us on YouTube as well. With that, I'm Ira. You have yourself a good evening, and I will catch up with you all in the other videos tonight and, of course, in the morning flash update.